This morning, we're hearing from a doctor who was in the crowd and tried to treat Corey Comperatore in the moments after the shooting in Trump's Butler, Pennsylvania rally.
Pete is live there now with that doctor, Jim Sweetland. Pete.
Hey, Rachel. Will, thank you very much. That's right. We're here with Dr. Sweetland. He's an emergency physician, so he works in the emergency room, familiar with this. You were here on July 13th.
Yes, I was.
When those shots rang out. Take us back to that moment, if you would.
Yeah, it was like a rock and roll concert. There's a beautiful sky like today. I was up on underneath the jumbotron to Trump's right. Shots rang out, three bursts, like pops. I thought they were firecrackers, followed by pods and then 4 other shots. Shortly after that, everybody in the crowd turned to the right to look to where the shots were coming from. And shortly after that, Trump was just surrounded by a pyramid of Secret Service within an instant. I heard a woman probably about 40 feet diagonally down on the bleachers call out, "He's been shot, he's down." And at that point, I hesitated, but then I heard a voice, clear as I was speaking to you, that said, "Go, go, they need your help. What are you waiting for?" And I thought at first it was a voice of an attending I had during my residency training, where they just pound stuff into you. They give you a skill set, and you got to go. And I really believe now it was God. I went down there. The crowd, being from Western Pennsylvania, did not stampede. They huddled in place and enabled me to climb over them to then render aid to Corey. I was assisted by 2 veterans, both from the Air Force. I want to call out to them, Ed Shear, hey, thanks for helping me, Enrico Elmore, who helped me lift Corey. He's a big guy. He's about 6'2", probably about 220 pounds. I couldn't lift him by myself, and despite the blood and obvious distress that he was in, they helped me get him back up, and I performed CPR on him, both cardiac compressions and mouth-to-mouth resuscitation for about 2 minutes. And then I was tapped out by state police, Pennsylvania State Police, by 2 of the biggest state police officers I've ever met. They're bigger than you, Pete. And there could have been NFL tight ends. And they whisked Corey off. And it was at that moment that I was able to realize that I was performing resuscitation. We all were on Corey at the feet of, I believe, his wife. I hadn't met Corey before, and I locked eyes with his wife. And typically, in the emergency department, when something like that happens, you want to console the person. And all I could do was blurt out to her, he's going to get the help he needs.
She's going to be back here today. His daughters, the whole family will be here. Just what will that be like? I
would love to meet them. I'd love to say that their father died a hero, because in split seconds he gave his life for them. He threw his body over them so that they would not be shot. I've heard a lot, and I wanted to say to them, I've heard a lot that Corey was a victim. And he wasn't. He was a hero. He gave his life willingly to protect them. I sometimes wonder what it would have been like if Corey had not done that, what he did, and one of his children had been shot. He could not have lived with himself. Never met Corey, but I understand he is a girl's daddy. He loves his wife and his children, went to church every single Sunday, had a rock-solid belief in God, and was a great, great brother to his family.
Well, his memory is alive and well today, no doubt. His family will be here, and we want to thank you for the courage you showed in that moment to deliver. You heard that voice, and you did go. So, Doctor, God bless you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's an honor to be interviewed.
Absolutely. We're here in Butler, Pennsylvania, ahead of the rally that's replicating what happened, at least in the location, on July 13th. More on Fox and Friends on this beautiful Saturday morning.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.